How's it going, everybody? This is Jace bringing you another audio commentary, this time over Dare to Defy 6, the one corresponding to Act 4, Chapter 3, Part 1, the Astos fight. As you can see, we're bringing Zack, Aerith, and Quina, which is massive overkill, but I have a lot of characters that I need to get through who I want to use for Dare to Defy before Dare to Defy ends. This is going to be a little bit more of a rant than a commentary necessarily. If you're a veteran player, you already know what's going to happen just by looking at the team comp. If you're a new player, what we're going to do is we're going to charge the gauge with Aerith, we're going to activate Zack's FR, we're going to use all of our echoes, and then we're just going to kill the boss. Aerith has the U2 passive equipped, which means she gets an instant free turn, so I can use her BT and immediately go into force gauge charging and make sure that her overhead's fully charged. Man, I remember the very first Dare to Defy. I think I've been playing the game for, maybe like 5 months, maybe 6 months, and it was super challenging. I remember I had to do a good number of them without having an FR, and honestly, it was a lot of fun. It took a good chunk of time, honestly more time than I'd be willing to put into the game right now, just because, my life has changed, I have more responsibilities, blah, 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 but it was really challenging. Now, I'm kind of at a point where I'm having to, force characters into my team comps because I want to use them. For example, Zack and Quina, I originally had them on the Ifrit Spiritus fight. I replaced that team comp with Rubicante, Beatrix, and Neon, and I had pulled Beatrix from the Lightning IW. I sold that with Beatrix, but I don't know, I wanted to use her somewhere else, and I wanted to use Warrior of Light, so I replaced the Lightning IW comp with Warrior of Light, Garnet, and Orin, and so here I am with Aerith, Quina, and Zack. But it's a pretty boring strategy. As you can see, I've edited out a lot of the gauge charging, pretty much all the gauge charging for Aerith. I even edited out the part of the video where you see her echo twice in a row, just because, I don't know, I don't really think it's that entertaining. It's like, use Aerith's FR echo twice, get lots of force gauge bonus. The end. For any newer players who don't understand what's about to happen, basically, we're going to go into Zack's BT phase. As you can see, we've used all the FR echoes up front. We still have the Sid Rain's LD call effect on Zack, which means that anytime Zack attacks the enemy, he's guaranteed to launch unless the enemies are launch immune, which these are not. You might have noticed in other parts of the video, including this right here, nothing's happening because Zack is Zack just keeps the party very safe with a Brave Barrier, and also he forces enemies to attack him. We also, I think this fight has a Petrify, the giant camel dude does a Petrify, but Aerith has debuff evasion, so we don't have to worry about that either. Here we are in the burst phase. Like I mentioned before, Zack's going to be launching. We just want to make sure we use his weakest abilities at the beginning of the burst phase, and the strongest abilities at the end. So for Zack, that's Chain Slash, followed by Apocalypse, then Meteor Shots. Meteor Shots gives us a free ability use, and we can use that on his Rush Assault ability. Rush Assault deals 9 HP attacks to the main target, and 1 HP attack to any other targets. Since we're launching with him, this is pretty nice because those 9 HP attacks into the main target get included in the launch bonus. So if you aren't familiar with the launch bonus, all the damage that you deal to that main enemy gets boosted by a certain percentage. If you have 3 people in the launch, so one character launches and the other 2 characters in your party make attacks, then the damage is boosted by, I believe, 20%. Oh, look, Hexteth's dead. Yeah, this comp is overkill, but honestly, there's a certain team that I want to use for the last Dare to Defy stage, and so I just have other characters that I need to go through. I might not even be able to use Core by the time this is over, which is kind of wild because I love using Core. Anyway, we're at the end of Zack's BT phase. This is what Zack's BT finisher looks like when you have Quina on the team, who makes sure you deal max damage, as long as you have characters not broken. 85 million. There we go. Boss is dead. And that's the run. Sorry for sounding a little bit dour. It's weird. I want to use the no toys, but they're super broken. But what are you gonna do? Let me know what you did for this fight down in the comments below. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Later.